Hello everybody, this is Zagrom, welcoming you back to Kerbal Space Program. Today I have a pretty long mission set up, so let's go ahead and hop on into the game here. And we'll resume save and this one. So if you'll remember, well, if you watched my last video, the really long one about me having extremely hard time docking, we left... or I deorbited one of those ships that I'd left up here, but we still have these two up here, and there's three ships up there. So one is actually, I got attached while I was practicing. I got it attached to the actual space station here, the OSA V2, and then the other one is over here. I could never get it docked, and let's see, I think I ran out of propellant, and that's what was the main problem there. So what I actually, what this mission today is, it's actually a rescue mission. Well, actually I have it all written down over here so I don't forget a step or anything. It's actually almost 6 missions in one big mission. And the mission will be to come up here and connect with this ship, the OTV2.1. Transfer the crew out of that ship and into our recovery craft, and then we will deorbit. Well, it'll detach and leave a probe in charge of this craft, and it will deorbit this craft and crash it in the ground. We're getting rid of this craft and another one, the one that's attached to this, because I've determined that they're obsolete. They're not going to work for what they need to be able to do. So I'm going to dispose of them. So I will be crashing this one into the ground using a probe to take control of it. After that, we will come over, dock with our station, our space station, and we will transfer crew, 4 more crewmen out of there into our Kermen recovery craft, and then we will take our space station and the ship that we don't need anymore and pull it out to about a 200-kilometer orbit, so it's a little farther out than it is right now. Right now it's so we'll be almost doubling its orbit, and then we're going to leave the core piece there with 2 people crewing it, and we will decouple the other ship, redock with it, bring it back, and deorbit it, and hopefully land safely with all 7 of our crew intact. That is the plan. So far, the only thing I've done in all this is test to make sure the ship I'm going to be using is able to get into orbit fine. And it took a lot of tweaking to get it to run like I wanted to, but I did finally get it how I needed. I do need to add in the probe, though. This is it right here, the KRC V2. KRC standing for Kermen recovery craft. So we'll load that. And this is probably the most complicated ship I have personally made before. It's got a lot going on to it. This pot up here, well, you'll see what that's for. It's nothing exciting. I may have to adjust a few things because I do have to, for this mission, add something in here. I need to add my probe deal, and we need a fairly small one, and we need decouplers. Let's see, this one here. Rotate this. That's probably not actually going to work, is it? Will that work? Can that be in there like that? I'm not sure. Well, let's hope this works. If not, we'll just leave that up in orbit for now, and we'll sort it out later. But if this works, that's pretty cool. That I might be able to just hold a probe in that one little space. I need to reposition this part of the ship. Let's see. Like that. And I'm going to actually have to reposition this ladder as well, because we've added this new space in here. It doesn't match up right. That should be fine. And we need to add another one of these letters here. And we'll just put a .1 on here to separate the names. And save that. And let me actually delete this one. This one doesn't work. This was... I don't even remember what I was doing on that one. But, so delete that. Yes. And as you can see, these are all just my ships now. I got rid of all the other ones. 244 parts in this craft. So let's hop right into it. I'm not sure how long this whole process is going to take. Probably quite a while. So it will probably be broken down into several episodes. Not sure how I'm going to break it up yet. We'll just have to wait and see. Clear the launch pad. And let that load. Alright, so first thing that we have to do before we even consider taking off is we need to get 2 of these guys out, because we need to have as much space as we can to get as many of these guys as we can. This thing can hold a total of 7 crew, 2 in this capsule, 2 in this capsule, and 3 in this one, but we're just taking 1 guy up as our pilot, and that will leave 2 spaces in here for 2 other crewmen to get in at some point later on. So what we're going to do is figure out who we're actually going to take as our captain. I'm thinking Herky, and we will send one of our crew on EVA here, have him walk down the ladder and extend this so that he can get in this top capsule. This top capsule is literally only here just to remove these guys. I was going to have a ladder going down, and technically I could just this happens sometimes. Oh, I haven't ever had this happen before though. Here, let's go back down, get this sorted out. They tried to climb the ladder in the capsule sometimes, and I'm having trouble getting him to not want to do that now that I've moved the ladder. Oh, there we go. Okay. I could technically just have them fall off and fall on the ground. They don't get hurt from that, but I want to try to keep it a little more like I need to not hurt them. So we'll send this other guy out on EVA. And I forgot to pull the ladder in, but it looks like it's going to be alright. Oh, come on. This was easier to do whenever I hadn't moved the ladder, because now they're not wanting to use the right ladder. Here. Come on, work with me here. This is a little frustrating. I wish you could have a little more control. There we go. Because I can't make them sidestep on ladders either, and that'd be helpful. So we'll have this guy get in, and now we need to decouple this top bit, like so, and we'll switch to it. Got to adjust the staging on this. This might not be the right or efficient way of handling this, but from my testing, it works. So we'll throttle up here, turn on the SAS, and launch this. And this is just to get them out of the way. I also forgot to bring in the ladder, but that doesn't matter. And they're in here. Put down this landing gear, and there's a done deal. They're out of the way, and they're safe. We will have to wait for this to land, and then we can proceed with our mission. There we go. Safe and sound. Let's go ahead and pull in the gear, just for the sake of it. And now we just gotta hope something doesn't fall on them from this ship as we're going up. So we will throttle up, turn our SAS on, watch those things spaz out. I have both kinds of attachment things, mostly because I think, correct me if I'm wrong on this, from what some of these problems I was experiencing trying to do docking in my docking episode, this kind will not couple with the small kind, and the small kind will only couple with the small kind. That's from what I can tell anyway. It never seemed to work otherwise. So let's go ahead and get ready to launch in 3, 2, 1. Get our map ready, and oops, actually let's go back, toggle this, and let's also throttle down a little bit so these engines don't overheat. We're a little wobbly. I probably should have told these not to gimbal before I decided to launch, but that's not too big a deal. Let's open up our resources so we can keep an eye on that. Excuse me. When we stage these 4 rockets on the side here, this one will be full still. It's looking like it's going to run out, but it will fill back up. It's using fuel out of these right now. And it'll also launch, start these other smaller rockets. And prepare to stage. Right now. There we go. Got a little bit of wobble, but that's alright. Nothing too bad. Oh. It's trying to get back on 90, but doesn't look like it liked what I was trying to do there. Let's go ahead and put in a bit of a gravity turn to slow down a bit. And try to get back on. Whoa, wait a second, I'm going the wrong way. Got a little... Wait, why am I so confused with my directions here? Okay, we got rotated there, and I couldn't tell which direction was what. Alright, we're on the 90-ish again. Let's throttle down a little more, check our map and see what's going on here. We're going generally the right way. Looks like we're going to have to do a lot of correction to get on the right path. That's alright, we'll figure that out when we need to figure that out. Let's go back so we can see our staging. And we're going to stage here in a second. It's just going to drop off this middle rocket and start up another middle rocket right here. So that's what's going to happen. Let's see if we can't slow down just a little bit and see if I can't figure out a rotation here. Maybe like this. Okay, that middle rocket has died, so we'll get rid of it. Start up the next middle rocket. And start to slow down because we're probably plenty high at this point. Put the rockets on just slightly so we can... Oh, I am going the wrong way. I got my ups and down mixed up. So, bear with me. Turn the RCS on. And we're starting to rotate again. Try and get this back on track. We are rotating. I wish we weren't, but what are you going to do? Try to get this on 90 here. Check our map. Okay. So let's start the throttle up again. See if we can't push this out. Let's start off quite a bit actually. If we gain altitude, that's actually, we kind of want to. We want to get out past this orbit here at some point. But getting in orbit first is the most important thing. Burning through what fuel is left in these rockets here. And actually, whenever we drop these off, this middle tank is again draining fuel from these, so this tank will be full. So it'll still last a while longer. Pushing our orbit out a little bit. And there go those rockets. Get rid of those. And start burning through this. We should be able to get into an orbit with this rocket here. Slow down a bit. Got plenty of fuel. Pushing that orbit out past this other one here in a bit. Let's see how close we are to should start to speed up here. Slow down a little bit more. See if we can't maybe rotate a little bit. Like that, so I can control what I'm doing a little better. And go a little bit more horizontal here. Like that. I'm about to achieve an orbit. Check the fuel. It's about to run out, which is fine. There we go. And actually I'm going to cut this engine off and stage there. And goal with that is that hopefully that will deorbit and fall out of the way of the atmosphere, or fall into the atmosphere, and we won't have to worry about having any more debris. If it doesn't fall, it should probably go down this time in orbit. Let's wait a little bit before we start to burn a little more. This engine should be pretty efficient with fuel, and now that we're actually in orbit, we don't have to worry about using too much fuel to keep our orbit going. Let's rotate ourselves the right way. And angle down a little past the horizon under the 90 there. I'm hoping I have enough fuel for this trip. I think I will. We'll wait till we get a little close to this before we burn. Let's speed up time a little bit. Get to maybe like a minute or so. And start to burn. Push this out. Hopefully we'll push this orbit out a little bit more as well, so that the way I'm going to be doing it is this is probably going to be catching up with us, which will take a while because it's not that far away, but we'll figure it out as long as we get to it eventually. Throttle way up for a second, just go ahead and push this the rest of the way out. hold about there. That should be fine. Alright. And we're doing just fine on fuel. Still got a full tank of RCS. And good to go, I think. Hoping this probe works out. Oh, I don't know. I think it'll work. We'll find out. Just gotta remember to decouple from here. I'll leave that behind. Alright, so let's look at... Yes, we want this one set as target. And let's see, how is our orbit in comparison? Let's, while we're here, make a maneuver to see if we can't correct this. That's going the wrong way. That's way too far. 0.3, 0.2, 1. We get it to 0. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to be going with 0.0. Okay, yeah. Or 0.1. Which is close enough for me. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be like that no matter what I do here. But that's fine. Let's, it's another 8 minutes away. So let's go ahead and handle that. Let's figure out what direction we're going to need to be pointing here. Not really sure. We want blue. Blue's the color we're looking for here. Oh, it's over there. Wrong way. And hold right about there. And let's wait, or let me, not sure how long this burn is going to have to be, but let's wait till about that time. I think I'm going to do the burn on time. I'm still not sure whether or not you burn halfway or on time. But I'm going to do it on time and see how close we get. 1 minute. Okay. Down to 20 seconds. Get this on about here. And I'm going to start burning now. And let's check. And that puts us on negative 0.1 and 0.1. So that worked out as needed. Get rid of that. Now, it's just a bit of a waiting game at this point to see when these start getting close. So let's speed up time and see if this does start moving together. Those two ships are obviously moving faster than we are here, so it's catching up to us. Hopefully it won't take too many rotations. Time is up to an hour now. As far as our mission time. Change this to our target. Yeah, they're getting closer. Maybe one more, and we might try to bring our orbits in a little closer so we can fine-tune this. I think this next one, it should be pretty close together. Let's find out. I think we're going to try to slow down just a little bit at this point. Just so we have a little bit more control as to how close we're actually going to get. We'll do a quick save right here. Right here, quick save. And let's see if we can see it from here. 25. Can we see both of them? Let's see the one. Oh, yeah, the other one's pretty far off. So we'll continue to speed up. This is the one we're trying to connect with right now. The one in the back. Or... wait, no, we want to connect to... wait, hold on. Let's make sure I don't get this wrong. We want to connect to this one. Okay, that's the one we're targeted. Okay, awesome. Perfect. And let's get facing... let's slow down here. It's happening in not too long from now. I want target speed, so... oh wait. Crap, what do we want to do? We want to face the... shoot. Do we want to face the target here? Okay, let's... face here, maybe? Okay, that's slowing this down. That's what we want. $60, $50, $40, $30. Slow that burn down a little bit and pull this thing back onto this. $12, $10. Get back on target again. $4, $3. Okay, let's check the orbit there. It looks like I don't know. Okay, we are speeding away from it now, so let's point towards our target and burn at it. I think that's what we want to do next. So, going a little fast there. We're speeding away from it now, which is expected. Whoa, whoa, relax, ship. Okay. I'm gonna go a little past it, I think. It's causing us to speed. Not sure. Let's check, let's see, where are it? There it is. point directly at it. Here. This is causing us to get closer to it. I'm going to wait until here, where we're 16 kilometers away, and then I'm going to do another burn away from it, and see if that brings us closer. So, be back in a moment, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, well we're back on the other side now, and we're going to burn retrograde in comparison to our target. Or no, we want retrograde, yeah, that's what I said, the right thing. Retrograde in comparison to our target, which would be here-ish. Right abouts, like this. And let's check it on the map as we do this. And let's start our burn now. It's slowing us down compared to the target. We're about 16-ish kilometers, or probably a little more than that. Maybe 20, I don't know for sure. Let's try to stay on this target here. Okay. Going pretty similar speed here. What has that done for the rest of our orbit? I think the goal now is to get onto this side. And 44. Get on this side and then see if we can't get it a little close, or do it again over here. See if that gets us closer. Except, let's see, on this side are we going to... Ooh, this is so confusing. I'm going to just do the same thing. Let's find out. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, back on the other side as promised, and I can't tell what side I'm actually going to be on this thing. Only 1.2 kilometers apart. I don't know. I'm just going to have to wait and see. Before we actually get up there, I'm going to try and slow our speed down again. Try to get as close as I can to the speed of the ship, which is in an unknown location at this point in time. There it is. So let's go ahead and get into a retrograde position. We are selecting our target here, so let's try and drop the speed once again close to 0. How far away is it right now? 2.3. So when it gets down to about 1.2, that means we're within our appropriate area for our maneuver. So I'll wait for that to happen. And I'll do it about here actually. Let me reposition and start to slow this speed down. Eight. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's pretty close. Let's check our map and see. This is 5 kilometers. This is 6. So I think overall we're going to maintain pretty close at this point. We're actually getting farther away, but we're pretty close. So let's It's a shame we're once again in the shadow of the planet, but that is out of my control. So let's see if we can't... I'm going to quick save. Cheaterson's here, but what are you going to do? And I'm going to point towards my target at this point, which is over here somewhere. And we're going pretty close to at it, which is good. And I'm going to actually turn this engine off to make sure I don't screw up. So I'm going to shut down the engine and turn my RCS on. Let that flatten me out there. And start heading towards my target. And RCS off. We angle down a little bit here. Flatten out. Speed up a little more. And RCS back off. Get ready to pull it back again. Now, of course, I can't see jack diddly of where this thing is actually facing right now. Turning on my headlamps here. And as you can see, my engine's off. Just for the best, we'll RCS a little more. Oops. Turn our RCS on. RCS a little more this way. And RCS off while I readjust my ship here. Up like this. And hold here. And I'm actually going to reverse RCS now. R to slow me down, and it should push this back down. There we go. Maybe 1 meter a second or so. Oops. I want to get back pointing at it here. And let that settle. RCS on. Gonna go in about 1 meter a second or so. Okay, good. Hopefully we'll be able to do this during the light, because otherwise this is going to be pretty difficult to manage. Get going, speed up a little bit again. And angle once more, like this. Get our RCS back on. Push towards our target. I'm going about 2 kilometers a second now, which is fine. At about 500 meters or so, I'm going to want to try and wait till we get in our sunshine here. There we go, the sun, because at about 500 meters or so I think is going to be about where I can start to try and target it where like I need to. Probably being a little cautious about coming in on this thing too quickly. Meaning I'm coming in very slowly. But better safe than sorry. In my case, anyway. Let's try and speed up again. So we want to get on this other side. And hold about here. And our RCS back on. And throttle forward. Just like that. It'll only be a matter of time before it falls off target again. And we will, oops, not do that. And we'll push it back into place. Get hold here, push it again. Oops, I'm going the wrong way, which is inconvenient. Get about here again. I'm doing just small little pushes. Let's actually start, we're getting close enough now that I need to actually start pointing at it, I think, to get proper control. The more accurate I am, the less hassle it's going to be later, I think. So we'll push at it again here in just a second, like this. Going 2 meters a second. The light's starting to come out, which is good. Turn the RCS off. Turn the SAS on. And I actually want to slow down a second, mostly just so I can switch to the other ship here and make sure it's facing the right way. So we'll switch to the other ship. Here it is with our two crew members in here. See if we can't get lucky. Here, let's wonder if does anyone know a way to get this thing to target something without actually having to be able to click on it, because that would be helpful. Let's just get it generally pointing the right way then, for now. Somewhere over here. We'll get it better aligned in a bit. Hopefully we're not using too much of this propellant. Yeah, we can't target it right now either. So, yep, now we don't have our target. But we're heading in the right way mostly. We'll figure that out here in a little bit. Slow down here. Cannot target that for anything in the world. No, we don't want that. Okay, well, looks like we're stuck on manual here, so good luck to us. We want to point towards it, basically by eye at this point in time. Losing a little bit of control here. Getting in, hold on. Getting my controls backwards here. We're getting further away at this point. Hold there. And RCS on. And push us forward. Okay, that number's starting to get smaller again, which is good. Hold there. RCS back on. Push towards it a little more. And control from here, make sure that's what we're doing. Control from here. Let's see. SAS off. Turn all directions but the correct one here. I'm getting very confused without being able to target this thing. And it's getting farther away again. Look, I want to go this way. Approximately, just go there for right now. Now this one's targeting it, so I at least know how far away it is. I don't know why it's pink like that. And we're passing our target now, but I cannot select it, so... Oops, do not want a time warp. That was completely the wrong button. And... doing this by eye is pretty impossible, really. Well, impossible is not really the proper word. It is possible, but it's not easy, that's for sure. RCS on. And see if we can't get these numbers closer again. Okay, okay, that is getting smaller. For the time being, hold that. Is there any chance I can here, yeah, set that as target for now. There we go. Okay. Getting past our closest intersect here again, but at least I can target. Have it targeted again. So let's get this thing over here. Hold there. RCS on. SAS off. And push back towards our target. There we go.